This is a story about how my Asian mom and I finally stopped having the same fight we've been having for over 20 years. My parents are divorced, and sometimes my mom would get triggered, start this hour-long rant about how terrible my dad is, and I'd get angry because I didn't want to hear it for the 500th time. A year ago, she finally did something different. She asked, 點解我次次講呢啲嘢你都發脾氣？我覺得你唔信我. And by voicing her fears, everything changed for the better. What causes us to build resentment in our relationship with others? For me and my mom, the demon was assumptions. Assumptions we'd make about each other and how we think the other person feels about us. My mom said, 我覺得你諗你爹哋同我離婚係因為我做錯. And I'm like, holy shit. She's stuck in this loop of trying to convince me why she had to leave him. But in reality, thank God they got divorced because they were terrible for each other. And since she was able to name her feelings, what was upsetting her, I was able to finally realize 20 years later what bothered me and tell her. As much as I love my dad, he wasn't a great husband. But what made me mad every time she started this rant was she started off with 你都唔知道. I protected you from this. Oh, bullshit alarm, immediate emotional damage. We were stuck in a loop. Her feeling like she had to defend herself because she was completely misreading my frustration. So now that she is able to identify those feelings and tell me, I was able to validate her, make her feel listened to, and explain why I got frustrated, which was when I needed her to listen to my problems or when I wanted to spend time together so she could get to know me as a person. Instead, I had to listen to the same rant I've heard my entire life. And when I politely asked her to stop, she'd get mad at me. But we were finally able to understand each other this time. Could you believe it? The next time she got triggered, she actually stopped herself. She started to say, 你都唔知道, and instead said, okay, I don't know if you already know this. Did I ever tell you about? And that made all the difference. If you have the energy to try, maybe you can try asking questions and using I feel statements instead of just getting mad and storming off into cold shouldering each other until the next plate of cut fruit appears. It isn't easy. It took me and my mom about probably 10 years to get to this point. Communication is a skill that we all need to practice. It doesn't come naturally, but it's never too late to start practicing. I've met many Asian parents who have expressed feelings of regret for not having a closer relationship with their kids, likely because they never had anyone in their lives to show them how to communicate in a healthy way. If you ever want that to change, I know it's not fair to be the one to start that, but it's all about what you want. Do you want a better relationship with the people in your lives? Of course, it takes both parties to be willing to try, and even then, I wouldn't expect success on the first go. But is there a recurring argument you have with somebody in your life that you'd like to stop having? Tell me in the comments. Until next time.